Hi everyone, I'm JD from Glowbound Journals, and today I have a flip through update of my Daphne's Diary planner. I don't actually use it as a planner but as a memory journal, so there's lots of photos and ephemera in there. I use it more like a daily journal, recording what I did each day. So this video will also be like a life update video, so it will probably be quite long, very chatty, and this is a video request for the winner of this journal. So I made this ballet journal using a few special pieces from my own ballet journey, including this point shoe ribbon. And the lovely Carol purchased this journal for a giveaway where people would enter by leaving a video request, and the winner would have their request met. So that's what I am doing today. So congratulations to Xenia. I hope you absolutely love this journal. Big thank you to Carol. Big thank you to everyone who entered. And I have been meaning to do a flip through of this journal. I don't think I have done one since I showed a flip through of what it looked like before I had written anything in it. So it's been quite a while since I have shared this journal. But yeah, I just stick in different things. This is a little card from a vintage shop on Etsy when I got some vintage supplies, some French supplies. Just a photo that didn't print out very well. I did that for my book. This is a photo of my gallery wall, and Keanu was modeling it for everyone. The Everything Journal course is a course that I'm running all year this year, so I thought I'd put that in the front to remind me, oh yeah, that was the year that I did that. And in this pocket just kept a couple different things, some tags, a bookmark. But yeah, I'll get into that later on as I go through this journal. So as you can see here, all I pretty much do is star lists. I don't do bullet lists, I do star point lists. And I just write what happened, course launch day for the Intentional Life course and the Everything Journal course. Went to the post office, sent 14 packages. Wow. I did a live for 3 hours on my channel. Tennis, I love the Australian Open. Nadal defeated team. So just all different things written here. I went to the op shop this day. That was a price tag from one of the supplies. Some different ephemera from different projects that I was working on. I'm just adding some stickers, some magazine images. I try to match what I stick on the pages with what I was working on at the time. So I was cutting out images from Frankie magazine at the time, so I've stuck in some Frankie images, some more stickers here. This was from a Daphne's Diary package. That was also the wrapping from the Daphne's Diary. My beautiful cat loves boxes. I signed up for Tiffany Julia's course, the Unfurling Journal course. This was one of the printables. And she actually inspired the way I use this journal as a memory journal as well. I did a creative photo shoot for her course, and I had so much fun just trying all different things. I even went outside for a photo shoot, and this one has my cat in it as well. Okay, so here is my book list of books that I've read so far this year. I can add one more. I've finished the Wartime Book Club because I am now part of a book club, and I am so excited. It's a local book club. I'm borrowing books from the library again. Shining Bright, or Bright Shining, was a really good book. I'm loving reading so much. Fourth Wing was great. Atlas 6 was great. Anxious People was amazing. And also, where is it? You Could Make This Place Beautiful. Those two were amazing. And I've also, because I've gotten right back into reading again, I've started a an online book club because there were so many people who were interested in it. So if you would like to join that, I'll have to start putting that in the description box. But if it's not there, just let me know. I can send you the link to join our online book club. So over here, this was from the creative photo shoot. I got some more photo paper for my camera, a little heart. I believe that one was from my mum when she sent me a package. I've just got little sticky notes. Again, like these are things that I could just chuck out, of course, but they're evidence of my life lived. So let's put them in here. This is a cool card. I actually took apart one of my journals and pulled out all these different pieces that I have used in other projects. My cat helping me work on my book. I'll do a little bit of an update with that. For those who don't know, I have been working on a visual memoir. It's called Lamp in Dark Places, and the subtitle is Finding Gems in the Struggle. So it's all about my struggles over the past few years and how I have learned and grown through them. And this is a beautiful image of Murray Bay, one of my favorite beaches where I live, and my cat Keanu, and yeah, I love how he loves helping out. So I'm at the point of I've sent my book now to some people to read, to give a bit of feedback and some endorsements for the book, and then I just need to do some page editing, and then it can go to the printers. Woohoo! Okay, so what do we have here? I just have a lot of writing. So some pages have more writing than others. Sometimes, I don't do this every day. Sometimes I can go a whole week without writing in here and then I forget what happens. And especially if there's a day where I didn't do much, these boxes can be quite blank. And that's where I have space for my photos and I add different things. But some days or weeks, I have a lot of things that happened and there's not a lot of room to stick other things. So yeah, that's just a day full of writing, or a week full of writing, another week full of writing here. Always putting photos of my cat. I love this one here of my cat on my desk in my creative space. Oh, I did a 6th anniversary live. See, I would have forgotten if this wasn't in my journal. This was my list I wrote of things I needed to cover. Look at him, my little mini panther. Isn't he adorable? In a giant box. He looks a bit lost in that one. Here is a photo of my book pages on my floor. That's chapter 1, that's chapter 2. Chapter 3 and 4 were on my bed. I did Pilates at 6 a.m. If you know me, I'm not a morning person, so that was a really big deal. And it was really lovely seeing the sunrise as we were doing Pilates. We went to Cedar Creek Falls, and it was really pretty, and I swam in it, in the little lagoon area for the first time, and I ticked off a bucket list item. I swam underneath a waterfall. It's not as glamorous as you think. It was painful with the water, thundering on top of your head. But I went back and stood here. There was like a little rock ledge, and I got the spray of the waterfall. That was much nicer. We got our dance photos back from last year, the concert. So I'm just covering up some faces there, but that's me in my ballet costume. And this is me for our adult dance where we do more of like a jazz style. Me working on my book, more photos of my cat. So here, more photos from Cedar Creek. Oh no, actually we went to, where's this? On a different day, we went to Finch Hatton Gorge. And that was really cool. We had to do a river crossing. It was so fun. And we went to Yungala at this chalet where we had lunch, and they have a little shop, and I got this really cool layered silk skirt. I love it. It's so pretty. So this is, we would watch Australian Idol every week, and her hair was like my favorite hairstyle that I would want. So it's curled, and it's like a messy bun, but with tendrils all the way down, so it's still flowy, if that makes any sense. So I took a screenshot or a photo of the hairstyle so I can go to the hairdresser. I have this idea one day to do like a little creative photo shoot wearing like a princess dress and my tiara, but with my hair done and with glitter eyeshadow, that kind of thing. Okay, I actually made this really cool little wall hanging, but originally it was just to store my laces and ribbons so I could cut pieces off to put in a project, but I liked it so much that I just hung it on my wall to look at. I'm doing a course, or I did a course by Colleen Natara, where I got the inspiration for this. It was called Lost and Found, and I'm now doing her next course called Holding Space. Here I've got some blank pages, so this is for when I want to print out some photos and stick them here. All right, I got another skirt. We went back to Yungala, and I got another skirt from the same place. I'm not sure if I will wear it. It's not my colors. I am a blue girl. This is red, pink, and orange. So what I think I will actually do, it's made out of sari silk, just layers and layers and layers of sari silk. So I actually think I'm going to cut it apart and turn it into journal covers. So I'm really happy with that because there's so much material, and like it's that boho material. So I got a bargain there with all that material. This day I saw a sunrise. And I love this shot here with my skirt blowing in the wind and the hair in the wind. But yeah, I saw a sunrise there, and I also saw the sunset the same day. So that was kind of fun. I really love this page here. Some of the Daphne's Diary pages have really pretty backgrounds. Look, I forgot what I did on this Sunday. So that's a page I could go back in later and add something in there. I've talked about this. Oh my goodness. This photo just spoke to me so much from By Boho Love. So I bought the kit and I made some journals with it and some ephemera holders, and I want to recreate this photo. I have a clip like that I've had for years. And I even reached out to her and I just asked, what does this look like at the front? And she sent me a link of what it looks like. And I found one in Australia that I can go ahead and get. So I am so keen to recreate that photo. I got a photo light box for my book to take photos of all my pages. Here's a little sneak peek of the layout for my cover. And this is one of my pages in my book. And it might be my favorite page in the entire book. This is me launching the Faith Journal course, a free course on my channel. So I have a skirt diary. This year I have found so many skirts. I found 4 skirts from the op shop, and one of them I shared on my channel was like a lacy vintage skirt. I'm going to try and streamline this. I used to do Project 333, where you only have 33 items of clothing to last you for 3 months. I loved it so much that I kept going like for the rest of my life type thing. But now that I found my style, a few years ago I started doing a wardrobe makeover because all my clothes up until then had been from when I was still in high school. So they were getting holes in them, they were getting tatty, and besides that, it wasn't my style anymore. Back in high school, I just wore t-shirts and jeans. Now I wear singlets and skirts, pretty much. And so with that in mind, I started doing a bit of a wardrobe makeover, finally getting rid of my tatty clothing and replacing it with clothes that I actually like, that make me feel, pretty, and I like flowy, skirts and dresses, that kind of thing. So I have real trouble finding dresses in my size because I'm very petite. So I have hardly any dresses, and I found out that to solve this problem of finding clothes that I can wear that make me feel pretty is to just get skirts and combine it with a singlet top. So that's why I went a bit skirt crazy. So I'm actually going to cut up some of these and use in my journals because I do not need this many skirts at all. Here, this is inspiration for a new journal collection I want to do. And I'm loving this. I've talked about this a bit on my channel before, where now that I have decluttered enough and used the things enough, I am down to my last supplies and was getting stuck. I couldn't make any more journals because I'd run out of supplies. So now I'm at this stage where I can make the journals that I want to make, not just the journals that I make because I have the supplies, but now I find the supplies that I want to make the journals out of instead of I find the journals I want to make by the supplies, if that makes any sense. So I got this kit, Sage Skies from Amity Bloom. I am yet to make a collection with it, but I fell in love with this image as well. And I want to recreate that photo as well, because as a dancer, I love the freedom of dance and the beauty and the grace, and that just symbolizes it to me. And then this one was from Penny Rose Journals, I think it is. And I just fell in love with the fabrics. So I found out where she got these from, and I bought some as well. So I've got this piece here to add as a feature, and then what I think I'm going to do is cut up that sari silk skirt and use those strips as background for these trims that I got from Boho Tree, I believe it is. So that's an upcoming journal project. I really want to do some French boho journals coming up. I got this beautiful print again from Cottage Fairy because when I got it the first time, they didn't have the bookmark. So this is my current bookmark that I'm using, and I love it. And then this way I have 2 of each of these, so I can use one for my gallery wall, one for a journal, one for my daily journal, one for my treasure journal. Psychology in Seattle, oh my goodness, they shared my video where I featured Psychology in Seattle on their Patreon, and the hosts left lovely comments on this video, and oh my gosh, I woke up to this and it was so amazing. I am like the biggest fangirl, #1 fan of Psychology in Seattle. And they actually became a patron of Willowbound Journals, so I am just blown away. I totally love this podcast and talk about them all the time, and they've helped me so much, and I learn so much from them, and I laugh all the time when I listen to them. They're just such good value. So I am a patron of theirs, and I have a jumper that says "My cat wants to chime in." My sister got it for me for my birthday. And that's a catchphrase that Kirk would say on his channel, on his podcast. And I have a cat, and sometimes he meows while I'm filming, and I'm always like, oh, my cat wants to chime in. And we're getting into winter now, so I'll be able to pull out my jumper again. So that was a huge highlight for the year. So here's another page where not enough writing filled up this page, so I'm going to have to go back in and decorate that. This is from that Sage Skies kit from Amity Bloom. This is representing my new ballet uniform that I got on discount. So I didn't pay this amount. Our teacher got them on discount, and then she sold them to us on discount. So it was like amazing. I got this whole new outfit, and I love the leotard. It has beautiful mesh, and it looks so elegant. It's black. And it was really time for me to get a new outfit, so that was perfect, because in this small country town where I live, we don't have, a shop you can go to get ballet gear. You have to go to like Brisbane or Townsville or Mackay. So it just so happened that I was able to get this lovely leotard, and yeah, it was just such good timing, because my leotard, my old one, was getting very stretched and loose, and I needed a new pair of shorts, and so I was just really, really grateful and happy with the leotard that I got, because it was like random. She got all random ones, all different sizes, and so I loved my one. Keanu in the photo box. Like I said, he loves boxes. I got more space here to put more photos. Okay, I mentioned, did I, that I'm part of a book club, and when we were, okay, it started in January, but I only joined in May, because I'm friends with one of the librarians in town, and she told me about it, and so when I found out that she goes to the book club, I ended up going. And when I went for the first time, you're given a pack of goodies, and I was just so excited. You get like a pin, a pen, some stickers and brochures and a book club pamphlet, and this is the book that we read for May, and one of the ladies let me borrow it to read, and I finished it just yesterday and I loved it, and I don't know, it just was so exciting, and I am loving being part of this book club, Found Family Book Club. So that was the perfect sticker to put on this page. So good to be with people who like talking about the same things that you like talking about, and I love talking about books. So that's another reason I started this online book club for anyone who wants to join as well, because I just realized, how much I love talking about books. So this is blah, 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 blah. I've been talking too long. This was from last week. So I helped out at youth on Friday. We went to a United We Stand event, and I drove to Mackay by myself for the first time. Oh my goodness. So I'm quite proud of myself. For those who know me, I am a bit of a nervous driver. I don't enjoy driving, and especially if I have to go somewhere I've never been before, or go somewhere for the first time driving. I'm very nervous. But I feel like, God provided. He gave me some lovely people with me who were great at navigating. One, you need a great navigator when you are nervous about driving somewhere new, and someone who had been there before and knew all the locations and everything. So I was like, oh, okay. I felt very safe. I felt very looked after. And it actually turned out well. There was one terrifying patch though. So on the way back, we're driving back at like 11 o'clock at night, and there was this one stretch of road. There's no street lights the whole way, but there's one stretch of road where there weren't any lines either. Just had the spray painted every now and then dots on the road, and I was like, where am I? I can't see the road. And I'd always learned that when you're driving at night, you use the left hand white line to guide you as to where you are on the road. And when that line disappeared, and when the middle lines disappeared, I was struggling. And I was very thankful. The people driving behind me were very, very respectful and kept way back from me. And we were driving in 100 zone, and anytime we went into that stretch with no lines, I was down to 80, because I was just like, I can't even see where I am. I can't see where the car is. I can't see where the road is on the road. So that was the scariest part. But yeah, got through that. And I can tick that off because I had a challenge for myself this year to, stretch myself and grow. And it was to drive to Airlie and drive to Ayr by myself by the end of the year. So Airlie is south, Ayr is north, both an hour away from where I live. And I thought, if I can just do that, that will, help me branch out a bit and feel more comfortable driving longer distances and to those places, because I actually would like to go there. They have better shops, they've got op shops, they've got vintage places, and it would be nice to go there, but because I'm like terrified of driving, I don't go. So I was like, okay, by the end of this year, I want to challenge myself and do those two things. And then my next aim was, after I became comfortable driving to those places an hour away, was to then become more comfortable driving further, so to Mackay. And there's this amazing place I've talked about on my channel before, Kitten Vintage Mackay. It's like a place you can spend hours in, thrifting, looking at all these amazing vintage pieces. And I would love to just do day trips there every now and then. And Mackay has shopping centres, they've got bookshops, they've got good food that we don't have in our town, so I could spend like the whole day there. But yeah, I just need to build up my confidence driving to places that are further than an hour away, And now that I know I've done it to Mackay with people, I can feel more confident doing it by myself next time, maybe. But yeah, I still want to go to Airlie and Air first by myself. So I'm just saving up to get my car serviced as well, first of all, because that will help me feel more reassured driving by myself as well. See, I can do anything if there's other people with me, I always say. I can do anything if I'm not alone. If I'm by myself, that's where I'm like, no, not doing it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. We watched a movie last night. So I'm filming this today, Monday 27th. Last night we watched a movie called Shutter Island, and that's a movie that I read what happens first. I don't do scary movies well at all. I don't do horror, full stop. But I actually really like psychological thrillers. They're some of my favorite movies to watch. I like movies that have to make me think. The worst thing a movie can be for me is boring. I like movies that I'm on the edge of my seat, but I can't do horror. And so I wasn't sure. I thought that Shutter Island was horror, but it's not really. And by the end, it's not at all. And yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it at the end. It was really cool. So I knew the twist, but I didn't know anything else because I read the synopsis a long, long time ago. So I knew the twist, but I didn't know what had happened, how it all unfolded. And then the final twist, that one was really cool too. That was very, very thought-provoking. I'm trying not to give too much away in case you want to go see it. But yeah, I'm glad I saw it. It's the type of movie maybe that you'd want to watch a second time to piece it all together and see things. And then we watched D&D. So my friend watches Smosh Pit on YouTube, and they do these Dungeons and Dragons episodes. And ever since I got into Dungeons and Dragons from Psychology in Seattle, I've been into watching or listening to people play it. So it's really fun watching these guys play D&D. And I would love to try it in real life, actually. It looks really cool. And we also went to this vintage place on the highway next to our church. And I got this shell. I have done a haul video for my members. So if you want to check that out, feel free to become a member if you'd like to support this channel. I got this, and I also got a pack of postcards and vintage items. So I've already filmed that video. But yeah, this little dish, I'll tell you the story behind this. I've never been to this vintage place before, but I Googled them online just to see what kind of stuff they had, if they had photos, and they did. And sitting on the shelf, on a table with stacks of things in front of it, I could only see like part of it. I saw this blue shell dish, and it looked so pretty. The photo was taken in February, and I was just like, oh, I'll go in and see if it's still there. It probably isn't, but I'll just go see. And I found it. It was on the table exactly like the photos showed. There were different things on the table with it this time, but this was here, and I love it so much. I think it was just like $2. He gave me a really good deal. And he said, oh, a couple of dollars when I asked how much it was because it didn't have a price. I'm like, couple dollars? Awesome. It's mine. I love it. So I think I'm going to put some goodies in there for my journaling. And that will always sit on my desk. It's so cute. I love the colour. Love, love, love the colour. Anyway, so that's pretty much all I have to share from this planner. And that's a bit of an update of my life, I guess. Another thing I wanted to share, maybe I should save it for a different video, but in summary here, yeah, I am planning to share like an update of my journaling. And some people have asked questions that I want to answer from the giveaway video about how I journal, what's my journaling routine, and that kind of thing. I hardly journal at all in the junk journal style anymore. I do this, but other than that, I don't really journal in the junk journal style. I'm much more into art journaling now. I don't know, they kind of cross over the categories, but I no longer junk journal for memory keeping other than this and my art journaling. So I've kind of phased out of junk journals a little bit, and it's making me question what I'm going to be doing with all of my junk journals on my shelf. I think I'll turn them into art journals actually. But yeah, it really has helped me see how I journal, how I don't journal. My two types of journaling is either for memory keeping to write what I did, or it's processing my thoughts and feelings. When I do my memory keeping, it's pretty much in this journal. When I process my feelings and thoughts, I do it in a Word document on my laptop, or I do it in a plain store-bought journal. So that's what I realized. When it comes to my thoughts, like putting my thoughts on a page, I don't use junk journals. And that's the main journaling I really do, is my thoughts on a page. So that's why I'm like, do I even junk journal anymore? But I do want to memory keep still. And that's where I kind of combine my art journaling with this journal. I'm still figuring it out, but I hardly journal at all anymore in a junk journal. So that's probably why you haven't seen any Journal With Me episodes anymore. And you don't really hear many like life updates anymore or things that I've been doing anymore, because I don't journal memory keeping like I used to. And I'm a little bit sad about that, but also it's just the season I'm in and it's fine. I finally learnt that. And the biggest lesson I've learned is, yeah, I'm doing what I need to do right now and that's enough. I don't need to feel pressure to junk journal all the time. I don't need to feel pressure to journal the way I used to. I can just do what's working for me now. That's all the journal is for anyway, right? Of course. So yeah, but if you're wondering, yeah, why are there no Journal With Me episodes anymore? Why don't we get to see your junk journals anymore? I don't really use them. So yeah, I'll continue thinking about that and exploring how I use my journals, and I want to share more about that later. But yeah, and this print, this one is also a print on my gallery wall, and it's from Olivia from the Brown Satchel. Her sister painted this and we did a bit of a swap. And because the fox, if you follow my channel for a while, you know the fox is a symbol of mine that represents being surprised by joy. That joy can be found anywhere, in unexpected places. So that's why it's so meaningful to me, and it's now on my wall, and I printed an extra one for my journal. Okay, I need to go rest my voice. I have been unwell all last week pretty much. I didn't do any filming or crafting last week and was taking some time to recover as well. So that's why I haven't done this video request for quite a while. And I apologize for not announcing the winner of the giveaway until now. That is why I became a bit ill and it took me a while to recover. And I am still recovering. I'm realizing I'm a bit exhausted and out of breath, and still got to recover that extra little last 5%. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to answering all your questions in some upcoming videos, and I will see you in the next one. A big special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in April. If you like my channel and would like to support it as well, there are a few ways you can do that. One is by becoming a patron, where you get access to all my extra videos, including my member videos and the journal making series each month. And depending on your tier, you also get access to every digital kit in my Etsy, plus a new one each month. And there are various mail tiers as well, where I send you some goodies in the post. You can also support my channel by becoming a member of my channel by clicking the join button, and all of the information and links are down below in the description box if you are interested in supporting Willowbound Journals.